opportunities to practice. All right, hi, everybody. Thanks for coming today. I'm Todd, and I work at Apple. It's a fine place, great area to work in. Authentic material in the EFL classroom. As a bit of background, I teach very low-level students, typically, and there was a couple of reasons that I wanted to investigate this study go. I have to say that the data, et cetera, is a few years old, 3 years old. Can everybody hear me okay? Purpose of my study, first was professional development. I'm a skills teacher, a little bit too old school, perhaps, and I teach mixed level classes, right? And so you have some students that are going to do well in any kind of context, but you also have your group of students that are sitting in the back with their mouths open, right? Really, you do at your best, but you're managing them as opposed to teaching. Now we have AV systems in most of our classrooms, right? We have plasma TVs, we have Wi-Fi typically, and so there's an opportunity for DVDs, YouTube, and other such media. Okay. Also, I started visiting the library. I was a part-time teacher, and I never went into the libraries, and I found just a massive resources that were available to be used, but really were underutilized. Okay. And again, as I mentioned before, I wanted to spice up my lessons. I really did. And part and parcel of that is I had a bone to pick with a few co-workers who were showing complete movies in class from start to finish, and got sitting at the front marking papers. And actually one of them was my boss. And it was kind of funny because I had to come back to my classroom, but when I came back, my boss had moved from marking papers to napping. So that was my motivation. There's prescribed textbooks that a lot of us have to use, and so we have to follow a curriculum. All right. Authentic material. Authentic material is material that's based through the L1 audience, right? So we've seen it many times as menus or train schedules and so forth, but it's also can be TV shows and videos and so forth. Myself, I'm a cognitivist. I'm the Schmidt and Froda type person I believe that for direct learning you have to notice, right? There has to be a certain amount of repetition. And so the theoretical perspective for the use of authentic materials, and I'm talking video and DVDs and so forth, is that it's a lot of context, right? It's a dual input system. You have visual, you have audio, you have something different than just the class CD that you normally play, right? So from the neurobiological standpoint, deep learning is best attended to by a senses-rich environment where people can make meaningful connections. And of course, everybody knows Oxford and football and motivation and strategies. The benefits of showing movies and videos in class, there is absolutely viewer engagement, as you were talking about and as you were mentioning. We empathize. The average person empathizes. If you see someone struggling with a big thing of plates, well, we kind of do the same thing. So there is empathy and engagement when students watch videos. Okay. There is also shown studies to be higher levels or higher rates of vocabulary acquisition as opposed to just single input. For example, reading or listening. Okay. Caveats. There was no research found when I looked, and again, this is a couple of years ago, but I did search. I found no benefits of showing full movies in class. Okay, in class. Outside of class, absolutely, there are for certain situations there are benefits. But using videos as an in-class activity, I couldn't find it. Maybe you can, I couldn't. Okay. Other researchers found that you don't use movies, you use clips, brief and frequent exposures. Why? Because prolonged cognitive focusing for low-level students in the L2 is very difficult, if not impossible, right? And second, way back to Batterley and Hitch, working memory is not as efficient or economical in the L2. Okay? So once something is said in the second language, it disappears quickly. If you're talking about language acquisition, not enjoyment, language acquisition for low-level students, primarily the bottom-up processing. The individual words, even syllables, okay? They're building understanding at the bottom level, bottom up. Right? And if you talk about, you want learners to have cultural understanding, show different cultures based on the movie scenes. Well, in the EFL context, there's not a lot of cultural understanding, right? So you have to be very focused, right? You have to do it as part of your lesson, not use it as your lesson. Okay? You need, like listening activities, you need a preview activity, and as I mentioned, there's limited exposure to foreign cultures, and low and mid-ability learners need direct instruction to highlight specific cultural points. For example, turn taking when speaking, or proper interruption techniques, those things. You need specific instruction for those types of cultural events. As for incidental learning that just comes out from watching, we know that incidental learning occurs, but absolutely, if you're going to show a video in class, don't show a movie, show short clips, but absolutely use subtitles. Use subtitles. Again, low-level learners, right? Low-level learners, not returnees. Probably your students may not need subtitles, but the low-level learners, absolutely you should use subtitles, according to the research, not to me. Okay? We know this is probably pretty much evident to everybody that for comprehension with graded readers or whatever, you have to have a huge, high percentage of comprehension of the text. You don't want not too many new words, right? So graded readers, I think Nation was saying 1 or 2 words for every 100, right? Can be unknown words, but even then, he's pushing up towards 99% comprehension. Okay. I won't pronounce that name, but going to Webb and Rogers, they analyzed 318 scripts. You run it through, what's that program called? Range program, British National Corpus. It separates the vocabulary into the different levels. It shows that most movies are operating around the 7,000 level of the British National Corpus. Okay? So it's almost like having the vocabulary, the ability to read a newspaper, which is about 10,000. Trade-offs. Authentic material, it does introduce students to true, authentic language, but sometimes that's not what they need. That's why there's teachers and textbooks and developing scaffolded exercises to build up their language. Okay? So authentic is not always the best choice for students. Sometimes you have to have constructed, or lots of times you have to have constructed activities to build them up slowly to look for language acquisition. If you're using movies and videos in class, the more background knowledge the students have, the better. So try to choose topics that most students could relate to, things around the house, things in daily life, etc. More concrete as opposed to abstract. And just on personal experience, when you're using authentic material, video-based material in class, quite frankly, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to prep. It doesn't mean you don't do it. In fact, if we have time, I'll tell you, I'll explain one thing that I use that really I've seen benefits. I haven't measured it yet, but I would like you all to consider this. Okay. Study purpose 2. I wanted to identify what my student attitudes were. I wanted to identify teacher practices with regards to showing movies in class. And I wanted to examine institutional policies. When I say institutional policies, do they have any? Right? Okay? Hopefully, I tried to, at the end of the presentation, kind of bridge a little bit, find the common ground, as you can see in this main diagram. Procedure was 42 first and second year female students. Their total scores averaged around 300. Okay, and the CFR is a B1. Okay, but there's a range, mixed level class. All participants had seen full movie or episodes of Friends for an entire class. Okay, so we team taught, so I know who saw what, who did what in that class. I did an 18-item learner attitude questionnaire, Likert scale, 6 items. That was translated into Japanese, right? All of your surveys must be in the L1 for you to have statistical validity. Okay? Hypothesized 2 things. Enjoyed watching movies in class. No surprises there, right? And the second was, do they think that they could improve their language ability by watching movies, right? Strongly agree to strongly disagree. There is no middle ground. There is no indifference. I don't have a 5-point ranking scale, right? There is somewhat agree and somewhat disagree. That's the biggest range in between. Strongly agree, somewhat disagree. Okay. Question: do learners enjoy watching movies and TV as a classroom activity? We'll see. You already know. Okay. Do they perceive it as an improvement vehicle? What are teacher practices, attitudes, and other explicit higher education policy guidelines? Okay. When I ran a rash analysis to check the 2 factors, did my questionnaire, my 18-item questionnaire, did it measure 2 factors? And in the rational analysis, you can see that enjoying movies clustered together and English improvement also clustered together. This is one step in the determination that I was in fact measuring 2 factors, enjoyment and improvement. This lonely guy in the middle, this was would you stay late for class to watch the end of the movie? And students were a little bit mixed on that item. I have the actual items with me, my questionnaire itself. Well, I'm searching for the original data, but I do have a hard copy of the research analysis. When I took a look at the raw variance and reaction analysis, my 2 factors measured 60% of the variance. You need 50% for it to be legitimate. So I met that criteria. My item reliability and person reliability was fair. I'm using an adjective. It was acceptable by the standards presented in American Psychological Association and various statistical books. Of course, you want the reliability higher, but my sample size is low. Also, I did SPS factor analysis, and I had no complex loadings. Complex loadings means that you can't tell the difference between one factor and the other. Okay. Those were two student attitudes. Now my slides get ugly. Likert scale of 6. This is the mean. Different ways to ask, do you enjoy watching movies? You can see that they scored extremely high. Now if we take a look at the skewness and the error, and the statistics are a little bit rough, but clearly students enjoy watching movies in class, again, because of people like me that bore them to death, right? Their skills, I need to spice up. Okay? If we take a look at English improvement, the scores are high again, but you have to take this with a grain of salt. Empathize with the student's perspective. If we say that we don't feel we can learn English from it, they're not going to show movies in class anymore, right? So we have to consider this with a large grain of salt. These are questions I can learn new vocabulary, I can learn new phrases. You know what this one was? The lowest of the low. I can learn grammar by watching movies. It was the lowest, but it's still a little bit high. Okay. talking to a few students, and this was a direct quote. Enjoy, enjoy. That's what they could come up with, an indication of the level of the students that I was working with. And indeed, regular class is often boring. It's a day off, apparently for the teacher as well. You can sleep, interesting, cool phrases, okay, and easy to understand in vocabulary. These are comments by the students. Next, I'm moving to teacher practices. And the slide's getting even worse. I sent out about 50 open-air questionnaires and distributed them in a couple of universities that I worked at and asked friends of mine to distribute to their friends, like Amway. And of the 50 open-air questionnaires that I sent out, I only got like 13 back. It was kind of disappointing, but that's life. But you know it. You can take my results with a grain of salt, apply it to your own knowledge and experience. Of the 13 respondents, 4 were positive with the use of movies. Yeah? And the reasons for it was a reward for good behavior, if this makes sense. Students they were compliant. And so here's a carrot, right? It's a class party. I'm guilty of having a movie in a class party. Toy Story is 90 minutes long, exactly. Good motivation, raise cultural awareness, and extensive listening for high-level students, and that's the key. If you've got high-level students, returnees, yeah, there could be absolutely some benefit, but it's a very small segment of the school population. Negative, wow, lots of negative views. One person in particular, who's a department head, was quite vocal about his opposition to children movies. Not a day off. There's no focus to it, which is absolutely true. There are other professionalism concerns, and it's an out-of-class activity. Also, he said teacher contract violation. The guy was angry. I had to give him a value. And people aren't familiar with the pedagogy for actually using instructional material on that media. Right? And one teacher didn't have access to AV system. And one teacher said, he said he didn't want to comment because he didn't want to judge. He didn't want to judge the person. He wanted to understand their ideas, which was a really thoughtful comment. Okay. All right. In summary, most teachers don't show movies in class, and most other teachers have bad sentiments, bad feelings towards teachers that do. So if you're a teacher that shows full movies in class, your colleagues are going to look down on you, for lack of a better term, to question your motivations. And that's what I found. Open-ended questionnaire. This is now we're into institutional guidelines. Departments, any policy guidelines. Most universities don't have guidelines, right? One did, and it was no, absolutely not. Okay. Okay. There is no defensible. It's not defensible pedagogically to show full movie in class. I could find no research for it. Okay. Just to say that there's little or no direct learning value. Also, next guidelines show that you have to follow the published syllabus, correct? Right? So if you don't, you're violating that policy. Okay? Secondly, if you have an angry parent, they're paying a lot of money for somebody's movie ticket attendance, right? Okay? And finally, one person mentioned copyright infringement if you're a for-profit institution. Suggestions, open up the libraries for the teachers more, give some development on how to use movies and focused instruction, like bring it into a self-access learning center, right? Use it as a supplement to your in-class activities, and I think that's the key. Weave these things into your syllabus, don't use them as your syllabus, okay? Very low level. Okay, my time is up, but keep them very, 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 very short. and follow the same process that you would for listening activities. Pre-listening, during listening, watching, and post. I reviewed a few textbooks and measured what they did. Those are my references. You want to read them? Everybody, thank you very much for your time. Okay, I'm sorry. I use short, no audio videos to teach grammar, and it's working great. Okay? It's working great. Secondly, if you want to download a clip from YouTube and you go to the search, you just put SS before the YouTube. HTTP www.// YouTube address. You can download that to your PC. You have to decide if it's copyright infringement or not. Okay? Some aren't. But you can download videos from YouTube. I do all the time because our internet goes in and out. Okay, thanks again. Bye. Questions? Yes?
What do you think about the criticism of, with regard to movies, that it is an out-of-class activity rather than in-class?
Yeah, in fact, that was exactly what one person mentioned. This is movies are like extensive reading, right? Extensive watching. But you can have movies like graded reading, extensive reading for enjoyment if you like. Make sure there's subtitles. But if you can actually build in a teaching focus to it, yeah, and I'm thinking again in self-access learning centers, which I'm working in, but it just takes a lot of time. Absolutely, it's an out-of-class activity. They can do it as a hobby, or if the school has time to develop their own lesson plan library using videos and movies. Thank you for your question. Yes?
Well, it might be a stupid question, but for the subtitle, the album about you.
Yeah, if you, depending on the video, typically it'll be in English is the audio and the subtitles will be in Japanese. Okay, and it's absolutely vital for that to be there for the lower level learners. And still, it has to be short, not more than 2 or 3 minutes, or forget it. Right? It's just filling time in the classroom. It's not teaching. Not a stupid question. Thank you. Yes.
Thanks for your presentation. I found it really interesting. And I was going to ask, perhaps maybe the word movie itself is something that putting people off. And if you're talking, as you just said, about using 2 or 3 minute clips, and then you have like a pre-task and a post-task, there's lots of pedagogy involved in that.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if when you propose it to institutions, to keep them away from the word movie and using like, I don't know, video training or something.
Thank you. You're absolutely right. And it was too late for me to change the title of my presentation. But yeah, it is a bit misleading. And you're not the only one that's commented on it. So point well taken. And it's my error. It started off as trying to dissuade teachers from showing full movies in class, even though I was a part-time teacher. As you can see by my lines of experience, I was the most senior teacher there, and people would come to me for whatever. So I tried to dissuade because lots of teachers were showing movies in class. Student autonomy. We lots to choose the activity. But yes, point well taken. Thank you. Other questions? Time's up, Mark.
2 minutes or a minute and a half.
Okay, yes, sir.
So I've been doing this project with one of my classes, my Arabic classes, in which they actually I can show the entire movie 9 minutes, because we only have one set. And for 300, for so many students to watch this video to do the project, which is kind of a audio-visual project where they have to summarize the video and make their own version of it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of being...
No, but that's amazing.
Yeah. But so, how would you suggest, good advice, how would you suggest that I change that instead of showing the video to all students at the same time so they can do activities? How would I make that homework? Any ideas?
Yeah, that's but it's kind of the physical limitations of having only one copy, right? And what level are your students?
They're first year students, and their TOEIC score is about 400.
Really? So that, if you want, that's pretty low, right? Okay, because that answers the question. I don't really have any, if you're getting good output, then I'll stand corrected, but it's hard for me to imagine from what I read and what I've done that that students at that low level could have cognitive focus for such an extended period of time. Do you stop the movie at points and explain? Okay, because if I had one suggestion, perhaps that would be it. But even when you do that, I found no evidence that it helped. Okay, but you know, this is just my experience, your experience. If you're getting the output, then I'll stand on for that. So, thank you. Sorry. Okay, thanks.